Hey everyone, this is your boy Nigel. Thank you for watching the King Nigel Show. Today I'm going to have a very informational video on how the modern woman mindset truly works, especially dealing with rejection. But before I go on, ladies and gentlemen, please remember to subscribe, like, comment, and share. And hit that notification bell. Let's get it.
Can we just take 5 seconds? Can we just take 5 seconds to appreciate how fucking hot that I am? Wow. They be like, don't hurt him, Sammy, but bitch, I might.
A few moments later.
Like a really traumatic situation where this guy, where he was just like so fucking horrible to me and he just treated me like a stupid black bitch. And it was like so painful for me, and everybody was like, well, you're the fucking dumbass because you stayed, and you're just a stupid black bitch because you let him treat you like one. And like, I know that the situation was my fault because I should have just left, but like, it really fucking hurt because like, I had sex with him and he basically just like used me for sex. He was like white guy in a frat. And so basically I ended up seeing him at Target when I was there with my old best friend like at the time. And he wouldn't look me in the eyes. He wouldn't say anything. It was like he was ashamed of me and just like embarrassed. Which is like how most people get about me, and it was like so fucking painful. And so I stood up for myself and said what I needed to say to him. And he ran away from me when I was speaking to him. And my friend was like, that's humiliating. Like, she was like, you just embarrass yourself, and like, that's pathetic for you as a black woman to do something that stupid. Like, it hurt so fucking bad because I wasn't even worth being looked in the eye. Like, it hurt so fucking bad. And looking back, and that was the guy who, like, when I asked him to stop during sex, he held me down. Like, that happened a few months after the Target situation. And I was like telling my friends, I was like, I'm just fed up being treated like this. It's like every person that I would run into would do this shit to me, like take advantage of me. And they were like, then just don't be a stupid black bitch with a fat ass. And it was like so painful for me. Cause I feel like if I tell anybody, they'll just tell me to stop being a stupid slut. And it's like, this is like the last place, because like I can't talk to my friends about it, like I can't talk to my parents about this, and like my therapist doesn't understand. Like, I'm in so much pain right now. Like, it was already difficult enough as it is. Like, I was growing up.
Chad, Tanner, Kyle, and Brad did a number on her. I don't think women fully understand and grasp the concept of a man wanting to have sex with you, you hooking up with him, versus him wanting to commit his time, resources, and energy to you. See, women aren't entitled to a man's commitment. Just because you guys hook up and hang out and he smashes your cheeks doesn't mean he has to actually invest in you. It's kind of like this. Think about it. If I, as a man, was to take a woman on a date and I spend my hard-earned money, I take her out to eat, I take her out for drinks, I do something that's fun, and then after the day, I say, hey, you want to come back to my place? And she says, oh, no, I had a great time, but I'm not feeling the connection. Who's all been there? I know I have. She says, I had a nice time, but I just don't see us being together. I just don't really feel anything. And I don't feel a spark. And you're just like, what do you mean? But you don't want to have sex. And what if you got mad and got on camera and was like, see, she didn't want to sleep with me. I did all this stuff for her. You know what women would do? They would laugh at you. They say, you're not entitled to a woman's body. Haven't you heard that before? So it's the same thing for women. Just because you guys hook up, he doesn't owe you anything. She even said that basically every guy that she comes into contact with and she hangs out with and has sex with, they take advantage of her. Let me translate that for you. Every guy that I come into contact with and I meet, we have sex, but they don't find me relationship material. They don't want to be with me long term. And that's what women have a hard time accepting. The fact that a man will have sex with you, but not want to be with you. And I guarantee you, she wants to be with a certain type of guy. She finds a certain type of guy attractive. He's probably in that top 15 to 20%. He's a good looking dude and he has his options, but women think that I can give my body to you. So are you going to be with me? Do you want to commit to me? And when that guy says, nah, I'm good. And if he says no and he rejects you, they get mad. Have you ever rejected a woman before, guys? I have. I've told a woman no. I remember I had an ex-girlfriend many years ago, and she said, hey, this is not working out. We've together for about 8 months. And I said, okay, cool. I didn't overreact. I didn't get upset. I remained calm. And she ended up texting me a couple days later. And she says, hey, you just want to be friends? And I said, no, I'm good. I enjoyed our time together, but I don't want to be friends. Good luck in your search. She got mad. She got angry. She tried to shame me and say, you just didn't care about me in any way. Why don't you want to be friends? So she was trying to use me and sap me and manipulate me for my attention, time, and resources without giving me any benefits, without giving me any sex. And that's what most women want. They want to hang out with a guy, they want to hook up, and then they want to get all the benefits, and they think that's all it requires to be with a man. But if a man has standards, if he has certain expectations, what's going to happen is he's going to want more from you, and your body means nothing. And that's the thing. So many women, that's why I played that first clip of her thinking she's all bad and I look so good. They think they're special. Every woman thinks that their wet box, that their little hole is the greatest gift to any man. Let me tell you right now, it's not. Because if a man has access to different women, he has options. If he's worked on himself, if he's well-groomed, if he's in shape, if he has different streams of income, why does he really have to commit to you? See, that's the thing. Women, you don't want to do the work. And that's what it takes. If a man has done the work to become something, women, you have to do the work to want to be by that man's side, to not want to be just a side chick. And that's what she basically is. To every man, she's just a little old side chick. And she wants commitment, but I can tell she doesn't know how to go about it. She even said that, when I seen him in Target, he didn't acknowledge me and I tried to talk to him. Yeah, because he's like, this girl's a jump off. I'll smash. I'll just hook up. That's a lot of savages out there. Listen, men are coming different. They're trying to see, man, okay, what am I getting out of the situation? And as a man, you can size a woman up right away and say, yeah, I'll smash, I'll hook up, we can have sex, but she ain't really my type to be parading around like that. She's not my type that I envision myself with long term. I don't really want to bring her around my family and friends. And if you want to bring in race, she even said, basically Brad or Chow, whatever his name is, a Caucasian guy, a white dude, didn't want to be with her. I'll say this, most white dudes ain't trying to be with no black female like that. I'm going to keep it 100. Because they look at it as, this is just a fun thing. It's just a fling. It's probably a little kink they have. And they ain't trying to really settle down like that. And that's just the guys, white guys I come into contact with, that I hang out with. So she has a hard time accepting the fact that, these guys don't want to be with me. Every woman overvalues herself. They can't accept that, yeah, this dude is smashing me. He's nailing me from the back, but he doesn't want to be with me. So when a guy says no, or, she sees him in public and she wants some validation, because that's what it was about. She didn't get that validation, that high, that eye contact after she hooked up with a guy, and she broke down in Target. Now, notice how she said real quick that, oh yeah, I hooked up with him afterwards. So she cried and was upset, but she ended up hooking up with him after she saw him in Target. Go rewind the clip. Listen. What does that let you know? That she doesn't really see herself as a valuable individual. She's not all that cracked up to be, and most women are. I'm going to be honest. This is why if you reject a woman, if you tell her no, if you're like, I don't think it's going to work out, the chances of you actually hooking up with her again, it really increases. It's extremely high, because now she has to use her body to get validation from you, to get that approval. That's why I tell you guys, never have trouble, never have any issues of walking away from a woman, or just say, you know what, deuces, I'm out of here. I don't want to do it anymore. Because what'll happen is they'll be like, here I am, here's my body. Hey, because that's the only thing they really have to offer. So when you don't validate them, when you don't acknowledge them like that guy did, and if you don't really look at them like, hey, how's it going and everything, I had a great time, what's going to happen is she's going to be texting you, she's going to be crying, she's going to be wondering, why doesn't this guy want to talk to me again? Why does he want to date me? This is what I tell guys. After you hook up with a girl or you guys hang out or whatever, you don't need to text her. After sex, you don't need to hit her up. Let her wonder and think about you. because that's what she's thinking. She's talking to her friends. She even said it. I talked to my friends. They said I was stupid, I was dumb, and I seen him in Target, and he didn't look at me and acknowledge me and validate me, and I ended up having sex with him again anyway after that. You see how the mind of a woman is? They are double-minded. Validation, attention, and acceptance is key. Men go through rejection every single day. Just think about it. If you were to make a video of yourself crying like that, if you got rejected by a woman, listen, I'd be crying for the next 30, 40 years. I've got rejected so many times, but I became numb to it, and I accept the fact that this woman, this individual doesn't want to be with me like that. She doesn't like me. I'm not her type. She doesn't find me attractive. Whatever the issue is. She probably has a boyfriend, but I move on. Women have a hard time moving on and saying, this guy doesn't like me like that. What they do is they try to shame the guy, or they try to, bait and switch and try to get his commitment and attention. Doesn't work like that. So all you women out there, if you think that sex equals a relationship, or that's just an equal exchange, I spread my legs for him and he blows my back out, and so he has to spend money on me. He has to be with me. No, doesn't equate that. Get with a guy that's on your level. That's what she needs to do. The guys that she's sleeping with and hooking up with, they're not on their level. So now she's sitting there like, man, all these guys do this to me. See, a man doesn't mind having sex with a woman who's 2 to 3 notches below him, even 4 notches, right? Because it's just a hookup, just a quick fling, cool. Like if a guy's an 8 out of 10, he'll have sex with a girl who's a 4 or 5 out of 10. Right? It's just something quick. He doesn't have to put in any effort, any time. He can, wham, bam, thank you, ma'am. And then after that, that's it. That's all she wrote.
Thanks for watching. Please subscribe and hit that notification bell.